Hi there, it's Ava and I'm back with a simple tutorial. Now that you have done the draw walkthrough, let's do a simple edit. Please remember that all of my edits are made on my Samsung Note 8 Android. And it may be a little different if you're on, say, iOS or another platform doing your edits. Play around a little, you may still be able to follow along. Your things will just be in a different place. Sorry about that. Be sure and give me a follow on PicsArt at my two accounts at Universal Souls Art or Universal Soul Ava, on Instagram at AvaE89. And my Twitter account is there, and of course I always welcome new followers, but I gotta admit, I'm pretty lackadaisical about checking that one. So typically, PicsArt, Instagram, best way to get me. And moving right on, we're gonna go right into our little simple edit and do some little fun hearts for Valentine's. Okay, we're in PicsArt. We're gonna click this little pink plus sign down here. And we're going to go in and do a really just simple, basic, easy little edit. Simple. So that you can learn the draw tools. We're going to go down here to your bottom right side and click where it says open, close layer panels. And you just want to make sure that this top layer up here, right here, I'll turn the island off. You want it highlighted gray because that's where we're going to work. Down here to the bottom, we're going to add objects. We're just going to pick stickers. And we're going to go in here and put heart. Because Valentine's coming up, right? So it's something easy. Everybody's going to be wanting to do all these heart little edits and be all cute and fluffy. So we're going to do hearts. Let's just pick something. It won't be too unusually difficult, but still give you something cute to play with when we're done. And let's play with a yellow heart. Yes, I know you're thinking yellow. Yes, yellow. We're going to leave it big, just like this. See, I'm just playing from the corners so you can stretch it. We're going to leave it big so that we can see what we're doing. I am old and blind. So we're going to open our layers again and go up here to the plus, and we're going to just add an empty layer. And again, you want the layer, excuse me, the layer you're going to work on is gray. We're going to add another object, and we're going to go in here to sticker, and we're going to look for smoke, just to show you how easy it is to change something. And here, this is from @PicsArt, we'll use that. No telling what color it'll give us for the yellow heart, but let's see. And you just want to stretch it up big enough that it's going to cover your heart up. Let's see. Some stickers you won't be able to stretch so big, it'll mess with the clarity on them. The pixelization, it'll look like a bunch of little stretched squares, like it won't hold its resolution, it won't look right. We're going to try that. That's going to have it mostly purple, but it'll be okay. Let's see what this looks like. Now open our layers, and this top layer up here, we're going to go right here where it says no. We can open up what to do with our layers, and we're going to click multiply. And when you click multiply, it's going to mix it with that heart. Now we're going to open up here with three little dots, your layer actions, and click merge. And now you have this cool little rainbow hippie-fied looking heart. Let's click on this bottom layer, and we're going to go to the little color bucket straight down by the little no. And we're going to pick the color black. We're just going to go with solid black background so that we can really see the heart pop, right? Say you want it brighter. let's go to Layer Actions and make a copy. Go down here to No, which is how you can affect the layers, and click Add. Now this is going to probably make this glow super bright. It's going to be overkill, way too much, but we can fix that. So go ahead and click Add. Okay, and you might like it that bright if you're doing a really bright edit or you're into like real colorful stuff, but you can tone it down a little bit by going right here to your opacity on the bottom right side, and you can slide that down and see the heart will change. So you can give it just a little bit of the glow. Like that. That kind of makes it pop better to me. And because it's on Add, it's not going to let you merge your layers. Here, I'll show you exactly what it will do. You see how bright and pretty it is? If you go click your layer actions and you click merge, oh, it stayed bright. Normally it won't stay bright. Okay, so now let's make a copy. And after you've made your copy, click on the second heart layer. This one here. See, it's got the gray background. Click your layer actions and transform. Now you can take your fingers and just pinch to shrink it. And just stretch it out. It'll make it look like it's further away. Doing this, now we're going to copy. You can do that layer because the heart's already small. Pull it down below the big heart. Layer actions again. Transform. Shrink it down a little smaller, so see, it's going to give it some depth. Make sure you don't want to have things like perfectly lined up, because that's going to take away from the fact that you're giving it depth, because it's going to make it look like it all matches. And it's okay if they're kind of floating, you know, maybe they're not all straight. Turn a couple of them. And we'll actually tilt this other one that we did. Just click it. So it looks like it's floating away. Layer action, copy, again, drag it down below your big heart, doesn't matter where. Transform, and you're just going to pull it off. Now, if you want one of these little ones floating in the front, we'll actually take this one here that we're playing with. Right here, this layer, your third layer down, and just drag it right back up above the big heart. It'll be the only little heart above your big heart. Layer action, transform, so you can move it around. See how you can move it around? And I think we're going to leave it like right here, because it'll look like it's going across it. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So you're still working off of the top layer up here. Layer actions, copy. Now go over here to add layer, your little plus sign. Add a layer. You want the empty layer. If you've watched other videos, this may look familiar. Go down here to your color bucket. You're going to pick all black and hit check mark. Now your picture is going to disappear. Do not freak out. It is okay. It is there. Go straight down here to where it says no, where your layers are, and pick multiply. Once you've picked multiply, go up to layer actions at your three little dots and hit merge. Now what it did is, you can't tell it really, but see right there how there's a little indentation in the bottom of the biggest heart? It is because it turned that heart solid black. So take that layer with your solid black heart and drag it down, there it goes, under that other little heart. Now with your black heart layer highlighted, you want to click layer action and transform, and you want to bump it out just enough that, see how you can see it there? So it'll look like a little bit of a shadow. You can come down here to the bottom on your layers and pull your opacity down on that shadow so you'll be able to see the big heart sparkling through. See how it looks like a shadow? So it gives it some depth. But what I'm going to do with the shadow is, because you know shadows are never true to size, they're always a little bigger there. That makes it a little more obvious that you're trying to throw a shadow. Now go down here and click on your very bottom layer, your black layer. I'm going to shrink this down over here, transform it, so you can kind of see what I'm going to show you really quick, because we're done. This is simple. We're just going simple here, so you can learn to make copies and learn to use merge and transform and multiply. Because when you learn how to make shadows and change out your backgrounds, etc., it starts to give your art and you flair, and you find a new creativity that you just didn't even know existed. You just didn't even know that you had it in you. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to share these as a community sticker so that you'll have somewhere you can go and get them for free. So what we're going to do is turn off the white background. Just click the eye so that it'll turn off. We're going to close the layers. Hit your little screen editing actions up at the very top. Screen editing actions. It's a little square with like little round corners around it, and click fit screen if you had shrank your picture, and it'll make it go back to full size. Now you're going to click your arrow at the top right for done. Click edit image at the bottom. It saved your project, but you're going to keep working. You're going to slide this bottom scroll here till you see where it says text. You want to click on that. And you would text your name in here. Mine I have saved. But you would just type it in right there. It's not my drawing, so we're going to take that off. And this is just basically your little tag, your name that says, hey, I made this. This is, my creation from something that I found in here and worked with. Keep in mind when you're doing this, the stickers are going to show up on a white background, so you do not want to put your name in white, because then it's not going to show up. So you can just use really any other color. I'm looking to see, and of course they don't have one. I'm going to use this color picker right over here to the left and slide this around, and we're just going to pick a color so it matches our heart, just because I feel like being that way. You can go down here and click shadow and hit color, and you can really give it some pop right there. Pick a yellowish color. Go to your opacity. Turn it all the way up so that there is none, so that you cannot see through it. And move this around some here in the back. I'm going to go back over here to color. And let's use the color chooser again and get that background there a little brighter. No. There we go. That pops. See, it just kind of stands out. And then you're going to click your check mark. Hit this top arrow to the right. Click the blue circle here where it says save as sticker. You'll add your hashtags. I'll put like simple edit, quick tip, tutorial, YouTube, have fun, get creative. But let's not forget the most important part that we're doing all these videos watching for and learning from. We want to learn draw tools so we can make more cool edits. Now you're going to click location after you've got whatever tags you're going to use. I don't like to put my whole location. I'll put my state where I'm from. Shout out for Alabama, Roll Tide.